My roots are in Wisconsin. There, something was planted in me amongst a towering old-growth forest surrounding my first home, literally in the land of lakes. Finding frogs with my little hands and plopping them into a bucket was the pinnacle of my summertime joy. So what better perspective to take than a frog's eye view? The breathing summer earth of lakes and trees and frogs, of course, stills and quiets and hardens into a blanketed white winterland, but a special one, where there is more to see than the grayish slush on the roads, but rather white-lined trees and ice lakes and waterfalls, snowmobile convoys and tough little kiddos playing in the snowdrifts at recess. Of course, the land so beautiful is not without trials, and if it were not for the test of loyalty of the biting, whipping blizzards, more people would call my homeland home year-round. Perhaps I still would too. Rooted by the blissful, muddy, breathing summers of Wisconsin, I've nurtured a love and ineffable connection to my homeland my entire life. I hear her in the frog choirs in the spring, the birds that call at the stars. I smell her in wet soil and tree bark in the fall, breezes that catch me off guard and evade me. I taste her sharply and suddenly in only the best sun-ripened raspberries. When I am sickened by the rows of stores of endless concrete, I close my eyes and remind myself that my homeland is still there, beautiful and breathing, or peaceful under snow. I've lived several places longer, and neither of my parents are from that land. However, I feel that with a childhood innocence and loving heart, any landscape can adopt you. I'm going to share one secret that I hold from my homeland. A singular sweetness rewards those who bear the harsh winters, those who protect the land and love her year-round. Wisconsin maple sugar is the stuff of dreams, and gathering it is a labor of love. It is the job of the maple trees to tell the earth it is spring again. Even now, when frogs are hidden deep in the earth, or stilled at the bottom of frigid lakes, sap is beginning to flow. When I was a kiddo, in a week or two, you would find me bundled in turtlenecks and snow pants, lugging sloshing old-school metal sap buckets through the snow, the kind that are speckled light gray and tink rhythmically as they fill. Boot prints evidence our scouted path between the maples to reach every bucket. Sweaty, hungry, and perhaps a little sticky, our convoy convened in the well-used sap shack for deli sandwiches and that glorious first taste of maple sugar. A team of my Uncle Jeff's family, the Mondykes, masterfully boiled the sap down into syrup in the notorious ratio of 40 gallons to 1. With this memory so close to my heart, I wish I could tell the diners at IHOP that they're experiencing maple syrup the wrong way. The way most people know maple sugar in the context of waffles and pancakes is not the way I know her, poured on vanilla ice cream while watching the deer eat at their feeder, filling my second stomach that is just for dessert until my belly starts pulling my eyes shut. Of course, the syrup is that much sweeter, having collected it by hand, a reward for braving the winter's transformations. The elegant memory of many hands and metal buckets is bittersweet, knowing that most have only tasted maple sap distilled from plastic snaking tubes, an automated procedure, or worse yet, corn syrup in a clear, flimsy bottle with a log cabin deceitfully placed on its label. Too many of my experiences on this earth have been like the pancake syrup in the plastic bottle, lacking depth or culture or meaning, or my childhood feels dulled by the disquieting vapidity of suburbia. I feel an absence of the grandparents I never really knew, and an aching disdain for the chaotic world around me. But I hold something close to my heart, something that satiates my craving for tradition and interconnectedness, to something elegant and grand. I dig into my roots. I thank the universe for the memories that warm my mind, the lakes I've plunged into before breakfast, the campfires I've attended from spark to ember. I cherish the food that my ancestors ate, and I do what they did with their hands, and the gifts the earth provided for them. I point out birds and go on walks with people I care about. Rootedness and encapsulation with the miracle that is life on earth is often bittersweet, in a universe whose only rule is entropy, whose only known is change. I cannot tease apart the wonders and graceful ingenuity of Mother Nature without understanding all the ways we are burdening her, towing at her tipping points. Aldo Leopold shared my homeland, and he commiserated. One of the penalties of an ecological education is that one lives alone in a world of wounds.